Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a really deep dive into something that, well, affects pretty much all of us, the kitchen. It's usually the absolute busiest room in the home, right? So we're going to explore a structured approach to completely shift this space from a stressful chore zone into a genuinely peaceful experience. Think about it for a quick second. You walk in to make dinner, and suddenly, bam, there's the loud hum of the refrigerator, the aggressive beeping of the microwave, the clutter of utensils just scattered all over the counter, the harsh glare of the overhead lights. Does your kitchen feel like a total sensory overload? It's this environment that's constantly demanding your attention from all sides, visually, auditorily, physically. Actually, a busy kitchen can sometimes reach the decibel level of a literal bustling intersection. It's a chaotic reality that honestly just drains your energy before you even chop a single vegetable. And this brilliantly illustrates the gap we are bridging today. We're moving away from that exhausting, chaotic sensory overload and heading toward a calm, sensory-friendly space. Just comparing those two ideas side by side, you can almost feel your shoulders drop a little bit, right? We are transitioning from a super stressful before to a beautiful aspirational after. And this isn't just about making things look pretty, It's about fundamentally changing how your environment impacts your nervous system. Okay, let's dive into this. So, how do we actually cross that bridge to calm? Well, it comes down to a highly focused method, relying on three exact actionable pillars. Step 1, prioritizing quiet appliances. Step 2, implementing organized storage. And Step 3, integrating tactile-friendly surfaces. It's honestly a masterclass in taking a massive problem and breaking it down into logical, manageable components. Let's look really closely at Pillar 1, quiet appliances. Why start here? Well, because auditory noise is often the absolute most jarring, unavoidable form of sensory input in a kitchen. I mean, you can't just close your ears, right? The aggressive roar of a blender or that relentless mechanical hum of an older dishwasher, it just instantly heightens your stress levels. So removing that jarring auditory noise is the very first vital step away from overload. By prioritizing appliances that operate silently, you're instantly stripping away a massive baseline layer of tension in the room. Let's move to and see how this builds. Our second pillar is organized storage. We've tackled the invisible noise of sound, now we've got to tackle visual noise. When your countertops are just covered in random gadgets and mismatched containers, your brain is subconsciously processing every single one of those items as a pending task or a physical obstacle. And that constant background processing, it is exhausting. By utilizing organized storage, literally giving everything a hidden, dedicated home, you give your eyes, and by extension your mind, a much-needed place to rest. Now we reach the physical layer. Pillar 3 highlights tactile-friendly surfaces. This is the final crucial element of the sensory-friendly transformation, and it is all about physical touch. Think about how much you use your hands when you cook. You're constantly touching counters, gripping cabinet handles, and moving things around. If those surfaces are harsh or sharp or just unpleasant to touch, like think of the jolt of cold, sharp metal versus the soothing feel of smooth, warm wood, it creates this subtle friction in your whole routine. By ensuring the materials in your kitchen are tactile and friendly to the touch, you're creating a space that physically welcomes you. So, the crucial point is that none of these pillars work to their full potential in isolation. A true sensory-friendly space is a calm environment achieved through the deliberate combination of quiet appliances, organized storage, and tactile-friendly surfaces. When you silence the jarring sounds, hide the visual clutter, and soften the physical touch points, you completely cure the sensory overload we talked about at the very beginning. These three distinct adjustments combine to totally rewrite the rules of your kitchen. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the profound emotional payoff of all this structure. It all comes down to one beautiful idea: creating a sanctuary where cooking becomes a peaceful experience. A sanctuary. That is such a powerful word. It emotionally anchors everything we've talked about today. It shifts the kitchen from being just this utilitarian workspace for daily chores, right, into a haven. It actually becomes a retreat within your own home, where the act of nourishing yourself is genuinely restorative and peaceful. And this brings us to our ultimate takeaway from today's explainer. Is your kitchen a source of overload or your peaceful sanctuary? Armed with this structured knowledge, focusing on the auditory, visual, and tactile inputs, you absolutely have the power to reclaim your home environment. I want to leave you with that provocative thought to challenge how you view your own spaces. Next time you step in to make a meal, just ask yourself, what is one change you can make to begin building your sanctuary? Thank you so much for joining me, and keep learning.